Hello everyone, my name is Tyler. Welcome to AI Football Prediction Lab, Europe's most trusted football prediction channel. This Friday and Saturday, a total of 23 matches will be played across Europe's top 5 leagues. Our European football expert Luca has analysed all these matches in depth, and he will be here in a moment to share his predictions with you. The predictions for the matches that will be played in these leagues on Sunday and Monday, as well as our top predictions, the selections we trust the most, are shared exclusively with our premium members. For just the price of a cup of coffee, you can become a premium member and enjoy full access to all of our content. With that said, let's turn it over to Luca and hear what he has to say about these 23 games.
Hello everyone, Luca here. As Tyler mentioned, we have 23 matches to go through, so without wasting any time, let's start with the Premier League. Our first match is Chelsea versus Everton. Chelsea are not having a good period at the moment. They haven't won in the league for 3 matches, and they also lost away to Atalanta in the Champions League. The team are not in a good place mentally. On the other hand, Everton have won 4 of their last 5 matches and have climbed up to 7th place, sitting just 1 point behind Chelsea. They are in good form, full of confidence, and physically fresh. My prediction is there will be at least 1 goal in the second half. It's difficult to predict the match result itself because Chelsea are low on morale and carrying the fatigue of the Champions League, while Everton come into this with confidence and energy. Anything can happen here, so I think the safest option is at least 1 goal in the second half. Our next match is Liverpool versus Brighton. Liverpool finally managed to boost their morale with a hard-fought and unexpected win away at Inter after a very poor run of form. However, the problems inside the team are still not fully solved. Brighton, meanwhile, haven't won their last 2 matches, but they continue to show how dangerous they are in attack. Their shot numbers remain consistently high. Saying Liverpool win here is not easy. They don't inspire much confidence at the moment. So my prediction is Brighton to have at least 8 shots. Brighton have a very high shooting average, and Liverpool are mentally fragile and will also be dealing with fatigue. Brighton will want to take advantage of this and play aggressively. I believe Brighton can reach 8 shots quite comfortably in this match. Our next match is Burnley versus Fulham. Burnley have lost all of their last 6 matches, failing to pick up even a single point. Fulham, on the other hand, have also lost their last 2 games. If Burnley want to stay in the league, these are exactly the types of matches where they must take at least 1 point. But Fulham are well aware of Burnley's weaknesses, and this is also a fixture where they will feel they can win. My prediction is Burnley to have at least 8 shots. There is a high chance that Burnley will fall behind in this match, and if that happens, they will have no choice but to push forward and take plenty of shots. Even though Burnley are not a team known for high shot numbers, at home, in a must-perform scenario, I expect them to reach at least 8 attempts. The final match on Saturday is Arsenal versus Wolverhampton. We have Arsenal at the top of the league facing Wolverhampton at the very bottom. For Arsenal, there is absolutely no alternative here. Anything other than a win would be a huge disappointment. My prediction is at least 1 goal in the first half. And of course, with a 90% probability, that goal is expected to come from Arsenal. Wolverhampton simply cannot defend well, and they recently conceded 4 goals at home against Manchester United. I believe Arsenal will finish the job in the first half and then rotate or rest some players in the second half. Now we move on to La Liga. On Friday evening, we have just 1 match, Real Sociedad versus Girona. Real Sociedad were going through a good period, but then suddenly lost their last 2 matches. This game is a good opportunity for them to bounce back. Girona, meanwhile, still can't escape the relegation zone, and their form is far from convincing. My prediction is Girona not to score in the first half. Real Sociedad will come into this match fully focused, and I expect them to defend their goal well, especially in the opening 45 minutes. I don't see Girona scoring in the first half of this match. On Monday, La Liga kicks off with Atletico Madrid versus Valencia. Atletico Madrid lost their last 2 league matches, but they managed to lift their spirits with a win away at PSV in the Champions League. Valencia, meanwhile, are in good form. They haven't lost any of their last 4 matches. My prediction is Valencia +3 handicap. Atletico Madrid are dealing with defensive problems due to injuries, and Valencia come into this match confident and physically fresh. Because of that, I don't expect Atletico to win by a large margin here. So my pick for this match is Valencia +3 handicap. Our next match is Mallorca versus Elche. Elche comfortably beat Girona in their last match and finally managed to breathe a little. Mallorca, meanwhile, have drawn their last 2 games. My prediction is Mallorca double chance. Most of Mallorca's points this season have come at home, and they have only lost once in 7 home matches. If they want to stay in the league, these home fixtures are crucial. Because of that, I don't see Mallorca losing here. Our next match is Barcelona versus Osasuna. Barcelona have won their last 6 league matches, increasing the gap to Real Madrid to 4 points. Osasuna, meanwhile, are showing signs of improvement, picking up 4 points from their last 2 games. There isn't much to overthink here. My prediction is Barcelona to win. Barcelona cannot afford to slip in these types of matches because the gap with Real Madrid is still not wide enough. They don't usually waste opportunities like this, and I expect them to win this game comfortably. Our next match is Getafe versus Espanyol. Both teams are currently inside the top 8 and are having good seasons so far. Espanyol in particular are having a very impressive campaign, collecting 27 points, far better than last year, and they have also won their last 3 matches. My prediction is Espanyol under 1.5 team goals. Both Espanyol and Getafe typically play low-scoring matches and defend their goal extremely well. Getafe, especially at home, concede very few goals. Espanyol might score once, but I don't see them scoring 2 goals away from home against a solid Getafe defense. Now we move on to Italy, Serie A. There is only one match on Friday evening, Lecce versus Pisa, a fixture that directly affects the relegation battle. My prediction is Lecce double chance. For Lecce, losing this match could create serious problems. Their next 3 fixtures are extremely difficult. Como, Juventus and Roma, one after another. If Lecce lose here, Pisa will overtake them in the table, and there is a very high risk Lecce could also lose the following 3 matches. They are well aware of this situation, and because of that, I expect them to secure at least 1 point from this game. Our next match in Serie A on Saturday is Torino versus Cremonese. Torino are going through a very poor period. They haven't won any of their last 6 matches and have lost their last 3. Cremonese, on the other hand, are showing signs that they will survive in the league this season, and they won their last 2 games. My prediction is Torino double chance. Torino simply cannot afford to make mistakes anymore. They must take at least 1 point from this match. Otherwise, they will be fighting against relegation in the second half of the season. They are fully aware of this situation, and I expect them to secure at least 1 point from this match. Our next match is Parma versus Lazio. Parma have slightly recovered, winning 2 of their last 3 matches and pulling themselves away from the relegation zone. Lazio, meanwhile, have taken only 1 point from their last 2 games. My prediction is Lazio double chance. Even though Lazio are not high in the league table this season, they are never an easy team to beat. They are one of the teams that concede the fewest goals in the league, and defensively they are always solid. Because of that, I expect Lazio to return from this away match with at least 1 point. Our next match is between Atalanta versus Cagliari. Atalanta boosted their morale by beating Chelsea at home in their last match, even though things haven't been going well for them in the league. With that momentum, many people may assume they will win this match comfortably, but Cagliari have been performing well in recent weeks. They've become a team that is very difficult to beat. My prediction is Cagliari +3 handicap. Atalanta could struggle here due to a bit of victory hangover, and also because of the physical effort required in that match against Chelsea. It won't be easy for them. Even if Cagliari lose, I don't see them losing by a big margin, so my pick is Cagliari +3 handicap. Now we move on to the German Bundesliga. On Friday evening, there is one match, Union Berlin versus Leipzig. Union Berlin have lost their last 2 matches, but their home performances are still far from bad. Leipzig, on the other hand, are one of the most dangerous teams in the league. In their last match, they scored 6 goals against Frankfurt, showing just how strong they are. My prediction is Leipzig double chance. Playing away at Union Berlin is never easy, but even with a few absentees, Leipzig have more than enough quality to take at least 1 point from this match. Our next match is Frankfurt versus Augsburg. As we mentioned earlier, Frankfurt conceded 6 goals against Leipzig in their last match, which was extremely disappointing for their supporters. Augsburg, meanwhile, have won 2 of their last 3 games. My prediction is Frankfurt double chance. I actually see them closer to winning here, even though they played a tiring Champions League match during the week. This is a kind of response match for Frankfurt, a chance to apologize to their fans. Because of that, I can't imagine them losing. Our next match is Hoffenheim versus Hamburg. Hoffenheim have had a very productive last 7 weeks, collecting some very important points, although they lost their recent game. Hamburg, meanwhile, are also on the rise. They have won their last 2 matches. My prediction is under 2.5 goals in the second half. Yes, this match promises goals, but these 2 teams are quite evenly matched in terms of strength. Because of that, I don't see 3 goals being scored in the second half. It looks unlikely to me. Our next match is Mönchengladbach versus Wolfsburg. In the last 5 weeks, Mönchengladbach have been in excellent form, 4 wins and 1 draw. Wolfsburg, meanwhile, have stopped their poor run by collecting 4 points from their last 2 games. My prediction is Wolfsburg not to take 6 corners. I expect most of this match to be played in Wolfsburg's half because Mönchengladbach are confident and will have strong support from their fans. Wolfsburg may find some chances through counter-attacks, but I don't think they can produce 6 corners in this match. Our next match is St. Pauli versus Heidenheim. These are two of the strongest candidates for relegation. St. Pauli are 3 points behind Heidenheim, which makes this match extremely important for them. If they lose here, it could already feel like they are throwing in the towel for the season. Because of that, I expect St. Pauli to come into this match with very high motivation. They also boosted their morale by scoring late in their last game and securing a point. My prediction is St. Pauli double chance. I wouldn't be surprised if St. Pauli actually win this match. With their fans behind them, I don't think they will make mistakes here, and I expect them to take at least 1 point. The final match on Saturday in the Bundesliga is Bayer Leverkusen versus Köln. Leverkusen have lost their last 2 league matches, but they continue to perform very well in the Champions League. In their most recent game, they managed to stop Newcastle at home and secured a point. Köln are one of the good teams in the league, but they are currently going through a poor period. They haven't won any of their last 4 matches. In their most recent game against St. Pauli, they conceded in the 90th minute and missed out on the win. My prediction is Leverkusen not to score 2 goals in the first half. Leverkusen spent a lot of energy in the match against Newcastle and will be carrying that fatigue into this game. Köln, meanwhile, come into this match fresh and motivated, and they will be looking to take something from this fixture. I expect them to stay defensively disciplined. I don't think they will concede 2 goals in the first half. Now we move on to France, Ligue 1. On Friday evening, we have Angers versus Nantes. Angers are going through a very good period, winning 3 of their last 4 matches. Nantes, on the other hand, are in terrible form and are currently sitting in the relegation zone. My prediction is no goal in the first 15 minutes. Angers are a team that defend well, and Nantes need to take something from this match. They can't afford to attack recklessly. They will stay organised and compact, so I don't expect a goal in the first 15 minutes. Our next match is Rennes versus Brest. For those who may not know, this is a derby match, the famous Brittany derby. Rennes were on a very good run of form, but they were heavily beaten 5-0 by Paris Saint-Germain in their last match, which was a big disappointment for their supporters. Brest, on the other hand, are in excellent shape, winning their last 3 matches. My prediction is Rennes double chance. Because this is such an important derby, I don't see Rennes losing at home in front of their fans. They have enough quality to secure at least 1 point here, so I don't think Rennes will lose this match. Our next match is Metz versus Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain spent a lot of energy in their midweek match away at Athletic Bilbao, but they couldn't win that game. Metz, meanwhile, are currently at the bottom of the league. At one point, they had a 3-match winning streak, but they have dropped off again. My prediction is Paris Saint-Germain to win. It won't be an easy match because Metz desperately need points, but PSG's quality should still be enough to take all 3 points from this fixture. Our final match is Paris FC versus Toulouse. Toulouse are one of the teams in this league that are very hard to beat. They have avoided defeat in 10 of their 15 matches, and they will once again do everything they can to stay unbeaten here. Paris FC, as we've mentioned before, are a project team founded with the long-term ambition of becoming a rival to Paris Saint-Germain. However, they have had a terrible run over the last 8 weeks and have dropped all the way down to 14th place. This match is a chance for them to show a reaction. My prediction is Paris FC to score at least 1 goal. Toulouse are difficult to beat, so rather than predicting the match result, I prefer this angle. I think Paris FC in this reaction match will score at least 1 goal. With this match, we've completed the analysis and predictions for the 23 games that will be played this Friday and Saturday across Europe's top 5 leagues. The predictions and analysis for the matches taking place on Sunday and Monday will be shared exclusively with our premium members and, of course, our safest picks. The top predictions will also be available only to our premium members. For just the price of a cup of coffee, you can become a premium member and gain full access to all of our content. Good luck to everyone, and see you in the next video.